MacVoices is sponsored by Blue Apron. Blue Apron makes home cooking more accessible by delivering fresh ingredients and recipes to your door in just the right quantities. They deliver, you prepare, and you and your family enjoy amazing meals together. Visit blueapron.com/MacVoices to get your first 3 meals free with free shipping and start cooking. MacVoices is in Las Vegas for CES. I'm Chuck Joyner. We're back in the Elgato booth with Lars this year to talk about all the new HomeKit stuff, the new Thunderbolt Dock, and everything else that Elgato's doing. Lars, it's good to see you as always.
Welcome, Chuck, and welcome to Sans Expo. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming over from Germany. It's great to have you. So what all do we have here?
Oh, well, we have a couple of additions to our lineup of HomeKit products. The Eve family that you're familiar with. So this year we'll come out with a couple of outdoor products. One of them is the successor to Eve Weather, our existing weather station. What's new is there is a display in front now that easily lets you know what the temperature is. Currently it's not active, there are no batteries in, and it's a lot more compact, a lot more energy saving. It's still a Bluetooth product. Much better battery runtime. Accompanied by Eve Aqua, that's an irrigation controller. Very simple, switches, connects between the faucet and the hose, and then you can turn the water on and off using an app or the button in the front, using timers, and make the whole plants watering a lot smarter and especially more fun.
I hate doing yard work, so I need this badly.
Yeah. For all kinds of chores, there's the Eve family. Makes everything a bit more easy and smarter. Here are two products that people who are familiar with Eve will say, oh, I know this, and this is the Eve Energy Power Switch, and this is Eve Light Switch. These products can be critical in terms of switch times, and so we thought we'll add Wi-Fi options later this year. So for those who need super fast switching, these are options. And of course the Bluetooth stuff will remain in the program. We're serious about Bluetooth when it comes to HomeKit, and that's why we add Eve Extend, a range extender.
Okay.
So basically it works like this. You have that Wi-Fi network at home, and Wi-Fi using repeaters is easy to expand. So if you add a couple of repeaters, it's easy to have a Wi-Fi coverage all around the house. However, with Bluetooth, the whole repeater thing just doesn't exist. So what you can do now with the Eve Extend, you position a range extender somewhere in your Wi-Fi bubble, and it will add Bluetooth range to that bubble, so you can even reach to the outside of your house, maybe the garden or the garage, and then bridge in devices like the Eve Motion Sensor, which surveys the front of your house, or maybe the Eve Weather in the garden, and bridge these devices in your Wi-Fi network, and bridge them to the Apple TV, so automations can run and you can reach them from outside remotely.
We're hearing a lot about the mesh networking and all, but that doesn't solve, as you said, the Bluetooth problem. So this helps solve that Bluetooth problem.
Right. Bluetooth mesh networking is a thing of the future. So when Bluetooth 5 finally makes it into consumer products, which may be 1 or 2 years from now, there will be mesh networking. But right now, with the chips that are built into the iPhones and into Bluetooth accessories, this is a great option, we think.
Excellent, excellent. So we also want to talk about the dock, which I know that's such a big thing in everyone's mind right now, is with the new MacBook Pros and moving to USB-C and the new version of Thunderbolt, and you all are right there on the cutting edge.
Right, I felt the pain myself when I flew into Las Vegas and had that last-minute task of getting my little press USB sticks done. And I realized there was no way connecting those sticks to my MacBook Pro in the hotel room, so I had to knock on all the doors and get an adapter. Luckily, one of our sales guys was wise enough to put one in his bag, so I got them done last minute. But the dock obviously can do so much more than just give you a couple of additional USB connectors. It finally gives you the ability to run 4K displays at a smooth 60 Hz resolution, and even two of them at the same time, thanks to Thunderbolt 3's massive bandwidth.
And what kind of ports do we get back when we plug in the Elgato dock? The dock appears from out of the...
let me show you. So, the previous versions had Thunderbolt 1 and Thunderbolt 2 ports, and now you can see those USB-C type Thunderbolt 3 ports in the back of the dock. There is 1, 2, 3 USB ports, USB 3.0, and they will always be USB 3.0. Whatever you connect, how massive the bandwidth is that your peripherals need, your 5K monitor that you connect, it'll always be full USB 3 speed and power. You can always charge an iPad, and you can also charge your computer. So it's literally one cable now with a Thunderbolt 3 dock, charging and transferring data through one cord.
Now, of course, this has to have its own power supply, but then once that's done, then everything goes through just the one cable.
Exactly. You just plug in and plug out one single cable, and you're ready to go or ready to start working.
With all these ports, it's kind of hard to imagine why, but would there be any problem, since there are multiple Thunderbolt ports on the MacBook Pro, with plugging a couple of these docks in?
That is a good question. You will not be able to run more than 2 displays, whatever how many docks you connect.
Right, but I'm thinking more about connectivity for storage, as opposed to the displays. You can only have so many displays.
You may want to choose maybe USB-C hubs for that task, because that is much cheaper.
Well, yeah.
But I think in theory, yes, that's possible.
Yeah. We've been telling everyone, and I think it's always worth repeating, that now with USB-C, we're sending power through these cords and plugging them in, a lot of power. So you really have to buy something from someone reputable like Elgato to make sure you don't end up toasting your computer.
Right. Thunderbolt products are certified products. This type of dock will give you 85 watts of power, so it's perfectly safe to plug it into your computer, and you'll get super fast charging from that dock in a certified hardware solution.
We got to ask, when will this be out and how much will it cost?
Yeah, we think it'll be out in a couple of weeks, and it'll retail for $299.95.
Excellent. And the website to learn where all of this stuff can be obtained is?
Right, this will be elgato.com/dock for the Thunderbolt 3 dock, and elgato.com/Eve for the Eve family of products.
Excellent. Lars, thank you so much for walking us through it.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
See you back here next year?
Yeah, see you next year here in Las Vegas.
Definitely. Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. We'll be back next year, but we're not done yet this year. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes, links to subscribe, and to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, SoundCloud, the MacVoices blog, the MacVoices Dispatch, our weekly newsletter, and on MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard that helps you do more with your Apple tech. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com, bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.